What is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm going to be coming to you guys with another YGOPro dual commentary slash replay. And today's cards that I'm going to be covering is Lawn Mowing Next Door. This card is absolutely busted. This card is going to be coming out in Raging with Tempest, and for those of you guys who haven't heard what this card does already, let me tell you guys how busted this card is. So it's a spell card, and if you have more cards in your deck than your opponent, send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard until you have the same number of cards in your deck as your opponent. And you guys are probably wondering, Sam, what decks can utilize this card the most? And the first deck that comes to my mind is definitely Lightsworns. Lightsworns always rely on their milling, always relying on things to be in the graveyard for you to summon JD and things like that. So Lawn Mowing Next Door, Lightsworns can take a full advantage of this card. Also decks like Shiryu Zombies, cards like Mizuki, Unizombie, Shiryu Solitaire, to always bring it out with Mizuki. This card can take advantage of Lawn Mowing Next Door. So you know what, the second deck that comes to mind is definitely Shiryu. And last but not least, the deck that comes to mind to me, in my personal opinion, is also Infernoids. Infernoids, heavily rely on their graveyard to be filled, so they can just basically manage cards from the grave, especially when their big Infernoid monsters are on the field. So Lawn Mowing Next Door will be really great in Infernoids too, especially if you are going second. And you know what, decks nowadays just deck things so much, like decks like, what is it called, Burning Abyss, and things like that. Always use Dante to mill. So if you open this card up, especially going second, and you're playing like a 50 plus card deck, especially 60 card deck, you're basically going to be milling your entire deck to the graveyard, so that way that you can see your Fairy Tale Snows, you can see your Mizukis, and you can see your shenanigans in the grave, such as Eclipse Wyverns and also your Lightsworn Wolf as well if you are playing Lightsworns. So enough talking about this video, let's go straight into the replay. I'll showcase you guys on how broken this card is. Also, you also got cards like Left Arm Offering to always tutor this card out to your hand as fast as possible. So for those of you who haven't picked up your Left Arm Offering yet, make sure you guys go now and pick up your Left Arm Offering, because if you are playing a 60 card deck or a 50 card deck, 50 plus card deck in my personal opinion, if you're playing triple Left Arm Offering and triple Lawn Mowing Next Door, you're basically playing 6 copies of Lawn Mowing Next Door. So without further ado, let's get started with the replay. I'll let you guys watch the replay. You know what, in my personal opinion, it's always best to go second while playing Lawn Mowing Next Door, because you want to take full advantage of this card as much as possible. Because you know what, like, as you guys can see, like, your opponent digs through your deck really fast, especially in Red Eyes and things like that. So that's his first turn board, and right here he has a 31 deck. He has 31 cards left in his deck, and I have 53 cards left. That means that I'm gonna be building 22 cards to the graveyard, which is insane. So let's go Lawn Mowing Next Door. I mill 22 cards to the grave. I have cards like Wolf, Trick Clown, and also Eclipse Wyvern to also trigger their effects, which is freaking awesome. So just do 1,000 damage, doesn't matter. I'll let you guys watch the replay. This is insane, man. Fairy Tale Snow, which is very powerful. I cannot believe that Konami actually made this card. This card just literally made like every deck stronger, in my personal opinion. What do I do? Decks that utilize the graveyard the most, especially Lightsworns, what is it called? Fairy Tale Snow, which is really powerful at that. So I just keep milling, you know what I mean, do my shenanigans, mill the Mizuki, go into Shiryu, go Cypher Lord Omega, banish a card, Judgment Dragon the entire field because I can, and then Cold Dragon will get to draw, and also I have 2 Omegas that are banished that are coming back next turn, which is pretty awesome. But this turn I'm already gonna OTK him anyways. I just Fairy Tale Snow him again, and then he just basically quit the game. So that's pretty much it off for our first replay. That just shows how powerful Lawn Mowing Next Door is. You know what? Most of the time you need to Luck Sack and Lightsworn to mill good, but now you're gonna be milling so many cards that it's gonna be really hard to not mill good. Facing the exact same guy, he's gonna be playing, of course, Red Eyes again. As you can see by my hand is already freaking busted. He goes into first turn Azure Eyes. He has a really unique Red Eyes deck in my personal opinion. Look at my hand right now. My hand is already very good, especially if I have Left Arm Offering too. So I just want to summon my hand as much as I can, so that way that I can take full advantage of Left Arm Offering, not having to banish my whole hand. So I go Trish, banish the Azure Eyes, banish the spell in the graveyard. Then I go, Lawn Mowing Next Door, mill the Fairy Tale Snow, bring out the Fairy Tale, flip that face down, go to Minerva, mill more cards. Eclipse Wyverns will activate, and of course Trick Clown will activate as well. Eclipse will banish the Judgment Dragon, and of course Fairy Tale Snow is just so good because it triggers off your Eclipse Wyvern, which is freaking awesome. So I go into Lightning, attack into that. And this basically, just do tons of damage, and he's basically left with nothing. And of course, my Siphon Lord Omega will also come back as well, which is pretty awesome. He goes Allure, there's nothing really there. And this is when I go style, this is when I go savage, I go full on style points on this. So I go into Coral Dragon pop that, he goes Return of the Red Eyes. He's gonna be able to special in the Red Eyes. My Bi-Trick Clown will trigger, so he brings out the Red Eyes Darkest Metal. I'll lose 1,000. I go into Leo. Coral Dragon will make you draw. Then I'll go into Fairy Tail Snow. Fairy Tail Snow will flip face down. I go Judging Dragon, pop his entire board. Then I know Mizukis and things like that, which is pretty cool. And then I can go into Unizombies effect, go into Fairy Tail Snow because she's absolutely broken. Then I go Siphon Lord Omega because just in case for that Battle Fader, sometimes they might have that Battle Fader in hand, so you never know. So that's pretty much it for the second replay. Let's go off to the third replay. Alright guys, so off to the third replay. I'm going to be playing against DDD's, a very powerful deck. You know what? Shout out to DDD Dave. I cannot wait for this deck to come out in full power, so that way that DDD Dave can showcase you guys his deck profile on DDD's. So this is freaking awesome. So you guys just see the powers of DDD's, but you know what? Lawnmowing next door just really strong. You can see the combos that he does that DDD's can do. And you know what, guys? Fairy Tail Snow is the only card that can out the Daunting Pose, aka the Rise to Full Height, with the Omega combo, by the way, because you can just bring it out, flip it face down, and just run over the Omega, so it's pretty annoying. So he goes Daunting Pose on the Omega, and you know what happens? When you Daunting Pose on Omega, you basically lose your battle phase. I don't know why he did not negate my Lawnmowing next door. That was probably like a surprise factor to me. Once he didn't negate it, I knew I just win the game. There's no way that I'm losing. So Lawnmowing next door, Wolf will activate, Eclipse Rider will activate, and Minerva will activate as well. It's just insane. This is crazy. So I'll banish Judge Dragon. Wolf will come out. Fairy Tail Snow will banish the Eclipse. And this is when I misplay because I really thought that I had a second Fairy Tail Snow in the graveyard. But you're able to chain on top of the first Fairy Tail Snow effect with its own effect. So I thought I had 2 in the graveyard. So I ended up banishing up the extra 7 cards for absolutely no reason. So that's a huge misplay on me. So because Rider will trigger, I'll flip down to Titanic Galaxy. Add a JD. JD will wipe the entire board. Plague Spreader will just activate, and I'll just go into Sage into Unizombie. Unizombie dumps the Mizuki, and then just basic shenanigan boards. And I go into Fairy Tail again, go into Omega. Mizuki activates, bring it to Solitaire, Starter's Charge, and of course the second Siphon Lord Omega. And I'll just keep milling with Judging Dragon, keep milling with Eclipse. Since I already have all my Judging Dragons already in the grave, Eclipse will not activate. So I'll just keep recycling myself back with, of course, Omega. I feel like maybe during the next ban list, Omega actually might go to 1 in my personal opinion. Because Omega is just too unfair, man. Really powerful card to deal with. So he goes in Daunting Pose, protecting that, but that doesn't really matter. Mizuki will activate, brings on a Mizuki. I go into start a Spark Warrior, start a Spark Dragon. At this point, I'm just trying to style, man. Literally, I just pop my whole board for absolutely no reason. I try to see how big of a board that I can bring, just all because of Lawnmowing next door. All the cards in my graveyard are there because of Lawnmowing next door, and it is very powerful. So I go to Leo, and that's pretty much it. I lose my end phase because of Daunting Pose. Sets 1, and then that's pretty much game from here. There's no way that I'm losing. Just attack every game. That's pretty much it. That's it for our third replay, guys. Let's go off into our fourth replay. Let's go out to our very fourth replay. I'm playing the exact same guy. He's gonna be playing, of course, DDDs. You guys are gonna see a really powerful board at this point. He brings out the Siegfried, but he should have saved it for my Lawnmowing next door, and I of course have the Maxi. There's a ton of misplays going on in this duel on my opponent's side, but that's okay. As long as I got the replay for you guys, that's all that matters. To showcase you guys how powerful it is. He literally could have stopped this entire play if he waited for my Lawnmowing next door to negate. But he did not do that. He brings out Crystal Wing, and then he does have the the Vanity's Emptiness, which is very powerful. At this point, I remember when I was playing him, and then he was like, damn, he misclicked, and which is absolutely crazy. So look at the board that I'm facing right now. So the board that I'm facing right now is absolutely insane. So at this point, as soon as I activate Solar Recharge, I really wanted him to bait out. I wanted to bait out the Siegfried so much, and he actually fell for it. He negated my Solar Recharge, and now I'm just free to activate Lawnmowing next door, which is insane. So then I remember as soon as I activated this, he was like, oh, I should have never negated that as soon as I activated Lawnmowing next door. So I go Lawnmowing, milling. Look, my entire deck, legit. So I have 14 cards left. I know 31 cards there. which is insane. So I go Wolf, Wolf will activate, then he goes Vanity's Emptiness at this point, then I go Solar Recharge, and what I did was that as soon as I Solar Recharge, I normal summon Lala so that way that I can pop something, so that way that I can be freed from the Vanity's Emptiness. And at this point, I activated Lala's effect. He was supposed to negate it with Crystal Wing, but then he said he misclicked and he activated what is it called, Forbidden Chalice instead. So that way that of course Vanity's Emptiness still dies because it goes to graveyard because the card was sent. Then it goes to Fairy Tail Snow, baiting out the Crystal Wing, flipping it, and Crystal Wing is of course forced to negate. And at this point, like I have full-on game right here. Then he goes Dark Contract, and the amount of misclicks that he did, it was just so crazy. He even told me, he's like, I misclick on this one. He misclicked like twice, which is crazy. And then he was meant to destroy my Judgment Dragon, but it didn't really matter. I had 3 other Judgment Dragons like in my hand anyways, so I'm gonna be wiping his whole board. And I just dropped 3 JDs and just, you know, battle phase. You know what I mean? This is insane. Lawnmowing Next Door is like a really powerful card. I cannot wait for this card to come out. And you know what? I'm actually really enjoying Lawnmowing Next Door with Lightsworns. You know what? People don't even need Minerva anymore. I'm just kidding. Minerva just makes the deck 100 times stronger. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys think 60 card meta is going to be viable really soon because of Lawnmowing Next Door. Do you think that Lawnmowing Next Door is a really good card? Leave your comments in the comment section below. That'll be absolutely amazing, guys. I love to read all your comments. I love when you guys make discussions on if you guys think this card is good or not. But hopefully, guys, you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button to show all your support. So I know that I should do more YGOPro duel replays. A lot of you guys have been loving this, you know, where I commentate and things like that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Lawnmower Next Door, in my personal opinion, is really busted. And the decks I can take advantage of this card is, you know, Infernoids, Lightsworns, and Sure New Zombies. So if you guys want to see more Lawnmowing Next Door variant, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. And that's pretty much it for Team SamuraiX1, guys. This is Sam from Team Samurai. Sam signing out. Alright, guys. Peace.